Beyond Meat went from 60 cents to $6 in just a couple days. That's $6 and a 10x move. The kind of chart your friend shows you when he just started trading and he screenshots it for motivation he puts on his homepage. But the real question is this the beginning of BYND's redemption arc? Are we witnessing the greatest short squeeze in vegan history? BYND stock just a couple days ago was left for dead. We saw it here at 50 cents. Analysts had given up. All the bears I know were doing victory laps. And then the stock, I mean, it was literally trading for the price of a gumball. Then boom, we got huge news come in. The Walmart expansion, distributing into Walmart. The shorts have panicked very hard, and suddenly we're looking at it pre-market right now. The stock's at $7 a share, and suddenly Beyond Meat went from heading to zero to the main stock on everyone's radar. At $7 a share, the stock's holding like it just discovered whey protein powder. But let's be real, guys. Nobody's buying this because of the EBITDA, or because this is just pure technicals. This is the stock has 64% short interest. That's more shorts than a summer in a Miami Beach. So I think this is a very explosive stock, and I think we could see even higher highs as this continues to consolidate at that $7 range. I've seen it all morning. It's been consolidating and it's been holding very well. There's been very little resistance, and I see a lot of people putting big buy order ins, even at the $6 range, $7 range. This brings me to the insane volume. Almost 2 billion shares traded yesterday, and we're talking 200 million shares traded in the last few sessions, just a couple sessions ago, and now we're all the way up to here. So yeah, obviously this Walmart news is absolutely massive. We got the Beyond burgers and chicken pieces now in 2,000 stores. If that's not bullish, I don't know what is. The world might not be going vegan totally, I think, but I think a lot of traders might be switching over to vegan after this type of move we've been seeing the last few days. So let's break down the chart. Let's look at the chart here. We bottomed out at 60 cents, and now we are at this $7 top. That's what we call a little bit of a beyond rationality. Here's the key though. After the squeeze, BYND didn't cash back down to $1 a share like it usually would. It's consolidating around this $3 to $4 range, and the resistance was at 450 to 6, which it completely blew through over the last few hours. And I think since we've broke through that, I think this is really going to continue to rocket up. The RSI has really cooled off, the volume has stabilized, and I think this is a setup for a second leg run. We've seen this move many times before, and I think it's very classic. I mean, even recently we saw open door stock. We've seen it with GME. We've seen it with AMC, Carvana. When the retail locks in, I think anything can happen. And as I showed you earlier, the short interest is still very high. And this is upcoming earnings coming in November. I think it's November 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. And there's still the huge story we got behind it with the narrative of the comeback of fake meat. I think a lot of people could be holding on to this for a long time and seeing some heavy bags. So if this holds above 3, I think bulls can all meme this back into the $6 zone easily, and we could hold this. And if earnings even hint at a turnaround, I think this could be a Beyond Meat 2, the real grilling. You know, like we might be putting the burgers back on the grill. We might be ready to eat dinner on November 2nd when this earnings comes in. So here's the truth, obviously. BYND is very risky. It's still losing money and it's diluting shares. But for traders, I think the setup's clean. There's high short interest, very high short interest, defined support, fading volume. I'd rather buy this at $3 than chase Nvidia at $180 a share. If this base holds as we've seen here today, and I think we retest the $8 mark, and I'm not saying it's going to the moon, but if it does, I will see you guys all at a vegan steakhouse, and we will all get vegan steaks. And here we see some of our brothers in arms. We're all supporting the cause. Someone bought it at 750. I'm not sure about that one, but I think it's still very early in the day. We got to watch this as it goes on and see what happens. I think the support is obviously at $3. We have the support. We have the target of $8. Short interest at 64%. Earnings November 4th. And obviously this is not financial advice, but do the best you guys can. Take care. Peace.